My name is Fiona, and I'm 20 years old. I'm a college student who's studying medicine. Here, I and my family live in Canberra, which is the capital of Australia. I have some friends, but I'm only close to two, a guy and a girl. The guy lives in my neighborhood, and his name's Diego. And then there's Maria, my best friend. I basically tell her everything since we are very close. She is also my classmate, so we go to college together. Every Friday, the three of us go to a local Taco Bell. I guess you could say it's a tradition of some sort. About a year ago, as the three of us entered the Taco Bell, I immediately noticed a guy working the till. I had never seen him before. I don't know if there was any other word to describe him. But he was fine. My heart began to flutter, and immediately I had a crush on him. We approached him to take our order. I just stood there starstruck, words failing to come out of my mouth. I just stared at him.
May I take your order?
I snapped out of the trance.
Yeah, can can we have 3 beefy nacho burritos, please?
No problem. Anything else?
No, that's all. Thanks. My name's Fiona, by the way.
I'm Christian.
Oh, are you religious?
Yeah, I pray to the Lord every day. Haha.
Oh, right. Haha.
You free this weekend?
Well, yeah, I guess.
What's your number?
I got out a pen and paper and scribbled down my number. I gave it to him quickly. Then, I awkwardly walked back to where my friends stood. While we waited for our order, Diego gave me an eye roll, whereas Maria started hyping me up. A few minutes later, we got our food and we started eating, carrying on our weekly tradition. A day after, I got a text message that read,
Hey, this is Christian from Taco Bell.
I quickly replied,
Hey, it's Fiona. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you free tomorrow?
Yeah, I should be.
Cool, let's get coffee tomorrow morning.
Okay, can't wait.
I was brimming with anticipation, so much so that I could barely sleep that night. It was 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I headed downtown to meet Christian. My heart beat faster than every step I took. Finally, I was at the entrance of our local coffee shop. I saw him at a table. He smiled at me. I smiled back. I nervously walked through the entrance and towards him. We then went to the front till and ordered 2 lattes. Once we got our order, we sat down at a table and started talking.
So, what do you do for work?
Well, I actually go to college, and I'm studying medicine right now. It's stressful, but I've always wanted to become a doctor and help people.
Is that so? I bet it's not as stressful as working at Taco Bell, huh? God, I hate it there. It drives me mad every day. Just standing there while a bunch of fat bastards order their stupid tacos. They're always like, "Excuse me, my tacos are too cold. Excuse me, can I talk to the manager?" God, I hate those stupid Karens. Just eat what you're given. God damn it.
For the next 10 minutes or so, Christian continued rambling on about his struggles in life. This created a huge ruckus amongst the whole coffee shop. I had no idea why he was sat here venting on a first date. I was getting weirded out now and wanted to get the hell out of there. Any attraction I had before was instantly killed.
Look, it was nice meeting you, but I really have to go somewhere.
Wait, don't go yet. We're just getting to know each other.
Sorry, I really need to go.
I stood up to leave. Suddenly, he grabbed my waist tightly from the back.
Please, don't go. I need you to stay.
Get off me, please!
I started screaming. Luckily, a bunch of customers intervened and ripped the guy off of me. And with that, I bolted out of the place, absolutely fear-stricken. What I hoped would be a first date turned out to be a nightmare. Once I got home, I immediately blocked the guy's number before he got the chance to message me. Over the next few days, I would constantly get flooded with messages from unknown numbers. Most likely they were from Christian. I would see his messages, but immediately block him. Some days he would confess his love to me. Other days he would send rude or threatening messages. I was so scared to do anything. I didn't even tell anyone. The next Friday, I went to Taco Bell with my friends again. This time, they ordered for me. while I sat on a table facing away from the till, more scared than ever. I didn't even want to see Christian's face again. Soon my friends came over to the table and we started eating. After 10 minutes or so, I had to use the restroom. So, I quickly made my way over to the restroom, without batting an eye towards Christian. As I was washing my hands, I suddenly heard a knock on the door.
Sorry, give me a second.
Then, I heard Christian. He started laughing maniacally.
Come out, wherever you are. Get out, Fiona, we still haven't finished our first date.
What the hell? Get away from me, or I'm calling the police.
That was a bluff, because my phone was still at the table. He started banging the door loudly. I was shaken to the core, and I had no idea what to do. I crept to the back of the room, with my back against the wall. I just shouted out at the top of my lungs.
Help! He's trying to break in! Please help me!
Soon, I heard a few scuffles outside the restroom. About 10 minutes had passed. It felt like the longest 10 minutes of my life. Thankfully, I heard Diego on the other side.
Come out. It's safe now.
I clicked the door lock open and slowly peered out of the door. My friends, Diego and Maria, stood there with a look of concern. We got back to our table, and from the glass walls, we could see Christian outside, handcuffed and pinned against a police car. I took a sigh of relief. Finally, I could rest assured that I wouldn't be harassed by this guy anymore. Diego revealed that he had heard my screams, so he was the first one to come to my rescue. He tackled Christian to the floor and pinned him down until the cops arrived. I thanked him from the bottom of my heart. Soon, over a couple of weeks, I started to develop feelings for Diego, and he felt the same towards me. Fast forward to today, we've been together for a year now. So, ladies and gentlemen, just know that love can sometimes come from places that you least expected. And yeah, we never saw that Christian guy ever again.
My name is Alexander, but everyone calls me Alex for short. I'm a 21-year-old student in Romania, currently studying software engineering. Outside my university life, I live in a hostel far from the university. In the hostel, I live with a friend who's a total badass. His name is Billy, and he's notorious in clubs and around girls. Our hostel was in a quiet town with very little fun, so we had to go travel to the city for that. So, one day, Billy and I decided to go to the city to grab a bite to eat. It took about 30 minutes to get there by bus. As we arrived at the bus stop, we noticed a Taco Bell truck parked on the pavement. We got off the bus and approached the truck. My roommate Billy wanted tacos after seeing the truck, so he knocked at the windows, but sadly no one was there. So instead, we ventured off into the shopping center and went to the Taco Bell store and had tacos there. Soon after that outing, life carried on as normal. I was busy studying for my upcoming finals, while Billy went partying every week. I was exhausted with my work schedule, having to maintain my grades while working a part-time job and hitting the gym every day. So, about a week before my finals, I decided to treat myself. I went out to the city with good old Billy to have a bite or two. As we got off the bus, once again we noticed the Taco Bell truck parked on the pavement. We approached it. Finally, it was open. As we got to the truck, we were welcomed by a Taco Bell employee. He was a large, well-built man, and he was a pretty good-looking guy. He looked like he could be a model or actor. Definitely not someone who worked at a fast food restaurant.
Welcome to Taco Bell. Can I take your order?
Hi. Yeah, can I get 2 Crunchwrap Supremes?
We don't have any ingredients, goddammit! Are you trying to piss me off?
I was shocked, completely taken aback. I didn't know what to say. The guy started twitching his head uncontrollably. Then, he was suddenly normal again.
Sorry. Yes, of course. Anything else?
No, thank you.
As we waited for our order, Billy and I kept a safe distance away from the truck. We started conspiring as to what the guy's problem was, and why he acted so weirdly. Was he on drugs? Was he crazy? Or was he just having a bad day? Nevertheless, we looked past it. We got our food and began to devour the tacos. The taste was slightly different to what I was used to. But still, it tasted good enough, probably because I hadn't eaten for 2 days. However, Billy, on the other hand, wasn't having it.
Alex, I'm telling you, this tastes awful.
Billy, it's not that bad. If you're not having your taco, I'll have it. So, I devoured Billy's taco as well. It felt pretty good in the moment, but my toilet said otherwise later that night. 2 weeks had passed, and finally I had finished all my finals for university. During that time period, I had completely shut myself off from any social interaction or social media use. So, I was like a complete zombie by the end of it. But hey, at least I was on track to becoming a software engineer by the start of fall. So, to celebrate, what better place to go than Taco Bell? Once again, Billy and I headed off to the city. We got off at the bus stop. However, we didn't see the Taco Bell truck. It had completely vanished. So, we had to go all the way to the mall once again. We got to the place and ordered 2 Crunchwrap Supremes. When I took a bite, I noticed that there was a huge difference in taste compared to the one we had from the truck. After we finished our tacos, Billy made some small talk with a cute Taco Bell employee.
So, what happened to the Taco Bell truck downtown?
There's only one Taco Bell in this entire city. Did you not hear the news?
Billy stared at me wide-eyed. I stood completely frozen. If this were true, we were doomed. That guy from the truck could have put anything in those tacos. I whipped out my phone and started scouring the internet about a Taco Bell truck in Bucharest, Romania. And instantly I found an article by the largest news outlet in Romania. The article read, "Hitman serves customers human meat." 25-year-old Marius Iliescu has been sentenced to life imprisonment after police found evidence that he had assassinated a 50-year-old construction manager and served up his remains in a fake Taco Bell truck. He confessed everything about the horrendous and despicable crime in his statement.
He deserved it. He had it coming for him. After what he did to my father, making him work in unsafe conditions. He died, falling from a scaffolding. So, the only answer was revenge. I set up a food truck and spied on the man who let my father die, every day. I followed his every footstep and every action he took. One day I had enough. As he was walking through an alleyway, I stabbed him and hauled him in a briefcase. And yeah, I chopped him up and served him to some unlucky people.
After reading the whole article, I was absolutely horrified. I was absolutely disgusted, having remembered I had eaten 2 whole tacos, made of human meat. I gagged and threw up all over the floor. The way in which this guy described his deed seemed so casual, as if it wasn't a big deal. I mean, yeah, I get it. You're devastated you lost your dad to some evil bastard. But is murdering them going to solve your problem? How mentally far gone must you be to think of such an evil plan? This story will haunt me forever, and the fact that I ate human meat will never leave my mind. And since that day, I have never stepped foot inside of a Taco Bell.